Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri's offense will take the field first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field.
Tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up. How about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Intercepted in the first drive.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowling and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Chris, because at this point in the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now facing a third and long.
Come on, set.
Lost to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that
short.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Will not get there. A down stop. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. No way to go with the rolling down. He goes at the 39.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Flies it out of the air. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity.
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Missouri! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. For now, points back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll run the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and get positive yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Stoneburner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. But not before he moves the chains. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll do it himself. Passes it, he's still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Tigers are on the move. Drives to the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. It's complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback, and he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Good timing on the quick out. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his production.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line,
a shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys guys in the booth, man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown aside. Using the quick game. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the option. He'll toss it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Yoder. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Missouri wants to go fast. Finding an escape route. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything good happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Sets up the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He's got it down the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there.
return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Going right to work up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yoder. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defensive guy and you are firing, you want to hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire him, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I pick this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option again. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Offense lining up quickly. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Peppers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk away on that. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bishop. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Eastline set just inside the right upright, and they'll push that lead down a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Though I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They started this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got him. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too, and got to hold on to that thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. To give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming.
Got it.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Slab. Ready, go.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Ready, 47, John.
He'll keep it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack on the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Here we go.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Hand off to the fullback. Makes it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides the back and leaps. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A third down try for the offense.
Hey, 27, ready to go. Let's go.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball out of a really nice game. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having a problem.
Breaks into the elbow. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Set.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He's going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown!
Job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.